The Strait of Gibraltar, a narrow waterway connecting the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea, has been a significant geographic feature for millennia. It has served as a crossroads for civilizations, a battleground for empires, and a symbol of connection and division. This gap between Europe and Africa has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, cultural clashes, and the dreams of visionaries who aim to bridge the unbridgeable. For centuries, this magical strait has stood as a formidable barrier between Europe and Africa, a narrow, watery crater separating two worlds. The tantalizing concept of a single trans-strait (TRS) link bridging this gap and uniting two vastly different worlds has captivated imaginations for decades, promising to revolutionize transportation, boost trade, and redefine the geopolitical landscape. Picture a bridge or tunnel seamlessly linking Europe and Africa across the strait, turning a bold vision into a tangible reality. This audacious idea, if realized, could reshape global dynamics in ways we can only imagine. But how will this revolutionary project evolve? Will it remain a dream, or are we on the cusp of witnessing a monumental leap transforming our interconnected world? Gibraltar's name is derived from an Arabic phrase, Jabal al-Tariq, which means Mountain of Tariq. Interestingly, it's inspired from Tariq ibn Ziyad, a Berber commander who led a military expedition to the Straits in the 8th century AD. In naval terms, it is known as the Strait of Gibraltar, the Gut of Gibraltar, or the Straits of Gibraltar. This gap is the only natural link between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, making it one of the busiest waterways in the world, with approximately 300 ships crossing daily. It is 58 kilometers long and narrows down to 13 kilometers in width from Point Marroquí in Spain and Point Ceres in Monaco, with its narrowest point being near Tarifa. This strait connects the southernmost city of mainland Europe to Mount Jebel Musa in Morocco, Africa. Lying in a strategic location, it serves as a crucial maritime route, with ferries operating daily and offering a 35-minute crossing between Spain and Morocco. Besides being a crucial channel for trade and transportation, the strait is a paradise for nature enthusiasts, offering opportunities to observe exquisite marine life like whales and dolphins and migratory birds. Not many would know that the Mediterranean basin, a remnant of the Tethys Sea, disappeared about 6 million years ago due to the collision of the African and Indian plates with the Eurasian plate. The land bridge separated the Mediterranean Sea from the ocean, preventing it from drying out into a salt desert. However, 5.3 million years ago, the land bridge started sinking, allowing water to flow back into the basin. Over time, larger water masses dredged deeper into the bridge, causing the water level to rise up to 10 meters per day. It happened because the Mediterranean water's high salt concentration causes it to sink over the deeper basin, pushing it back into the Atlantic. Ancient civilizations saw the Strait of Gibraltar as a mythical gateway to the unknown, epitomized by the Pillars of Hercules, believed to be created by Hercules' superhuman strength. For Phoenicians, Carthaginians, and Romans, it was an ideal trade hub. During the Age of Exploration, it launched voyages by Columbus and Magellan, shaping the modern world. The strait has long been a strategic battleground, with naval powers vying for control. Fortresses like Gibraltar have changed hands from Roman fleets to the British Royal Navy. It's also been a vital artery for global commerce, with nations disrupting its flow for economic and political advantage. Culturally, the strait has been a significant exchange hub, influenced by Phoenician and Carthaginian trade, Roman Latin, and Islamic culture. It remains a conduit for cultural exchange, with migrants and refugees bringing their traditions, languages, and perspectives to Europe and North Africa. But is a TRS link possible to connect Europe and Africa across Gibraltar? And can we bridge the yet unbridgeable gap? The Strait of Gibraltar, a vital waterway, has yet to see a bridge connecting these two continents, despite the age of engineering marvels. Considering existing feats, Russia's 20-kilometer bridge connecting Russia and Crimea, and China boasts multiple bridges exceeding 40 kilometers, including the world's longest, the 56-kilometer Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. Given these accomplishments, a 13-kilometer bridge across Gibraltar seems feasible, raising the question of why this connection remains unbuilt. Well, this isn't due to a lack of engineering prowess or financial resources. In fact, the idea of creating a TRS link was conceived in the mid-19th century, during a time when railways were gaining popularity. There was even a proposal to construct a dam and block the Strait of Gibraltar to facilitate transportation, but the necessary resources were scarce at that time. French engineer Ferdinand de Lesseps, who built the Suez Canal, proposed a bridge project in the early 20th century, but it was deemed too costly and technically challenging at the time. Since then, numerous bridge and tunnel proposals have been proposed over the years, each with its own alignment and structural configuration. The most prominent of all was the Common Hispanic-Moroccan Declaration of Fez in 1979, aimed to facilitate the crossing between Europe and Africa. However, the project took over a century to regain momentum. Professor Tung Yen Lin, a Chinese-American structural engineer who pioneered the standardization of pre-stressed, proposed a 14-kilometer-long bridge with 910-meter-tall towers and a 5,000-meter span, but it couldn't be materialized. In 2003, Spain and Morocco explored the construction of an underwater rail tunnel across the strait, but encountered hard rock beneath the strait, making traditional tunneling unfeasible. One proposed solution involved anchoring a prefabricated concrete tunnel to the strait's floor using cables, but geological challenges raised doubts about its viability. Again in 2004, architect Eugene Sui proposed a floating and submerged bridge connected to an island in the Mediterranean Sea, but construction was ultimately ruled out because building a bridge or tunnel to bridge the gap between the two continents is a daunting task. The strait is known for its strong currents, creating a dynamic environment and posing significant risks to the construction and stability of any such structure. Furthermore, the region is seismically active, with frequent earthquakes, adding complexity and cost to the construction. The strait reaches depths of up to 2,950 feet, or 900 meters in some areas, making it one of the deepest straits in the world. And this deepest section lies within the shortest distance between the two continents, presenting yet another logistical challenge. The seabed's intricate geology necessitates extensive and costly surveys and engineering solutions, as well as generating environmental concerns that arise with the idea of building large-scale construction projects in the sensitive marine environment. After all, we have to protect the strait's ecosystem and diverse marine life. But modern engineering and technological advancements have breathed a new life into this dream. And in just 5 years, you may see a high-speed train running from Madrid to Casablanca via a tunnel under the Strait of Gibraltar. The good news is that Spain and Morocco have decided to revive their dream of building an undersea railway tunnel across the Strait of Gibraltar. The project is named Europe-Africa-Gibraltar Strait Fixed Link. Its starting date is not yet announced, but it is confirmed that Germany's Herrenknecht, the world's largest manufacturer of tunnel boring machines, will be backing it. It might be operational before the 2030 Football World Cup. Both countries are committed to advancing the project, which has been in the works since 1979. The proposed tunnel will span nearly 39 kilometers, with 11 kilometers underground and 27.8 kilometers underwater, at a maximum depth of 472.44 meters. It will consist of 2 single-track tunnels and a service gallery connected by transversal passages. The current plan involves constructing a single-bore tunnel which could be enhanced with a second parallel bore for passenger and freight trains. The Morocco National Company for Strait Studies, SNED, is currently conducting feasibility studies on this project, while Spain began these studies in 2023 under the Spanish Society for Fixed Communication Studies across the Strait of Gibraltar. This will be a high-speed underwater rail tunnel connecting Spain and Morocco, potentially reducing travel time from Madrid to Casablanca to just 5.5 hours, a significant improvement from the current 12-hour journey by car and ferry or 2-hour flight. The tunnel will connect Punta Paloma and Malabata in Morocco. The cost of construction is unknown, but it is estimated to be around $10 billion. Expected to take up to 15 years to complete, this tunnel project aims to improve trade between Europe and Africa by facilitating the movement of people and goods. It could also open new trade routes, attracting more tourists and investors. The tunnel could also facilitate the marketing of Morocco's agricultural products in Europe and the UK. Despite its complexity, advancements in engineering make it a significant global infrastructure project. The bridge between Europe and Africa could significantly impact the future of the two continents. This first-ever rail link between the Iberian Peninsula and Morocco will depart from Madrid and stop in Algeciras, Spain, then head into a tunnel under the Strait of Gibraltar, running between Punta Paloma and Punta Malabata. The train will carry up to 12.8 million passengers annually, and the proposed trade crossing between Africa and Europe could potentially transport 13 million tons of cargo. Financing is expected to come from Spain and Morocco, with additional support from the European Union. The project is an inventive and exciting development, especially given the growing popularity of high-speed rail in Europe. What do you think about this engineering miracle about to happen? Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Press the bell icon to stay connected. Thanks for watching.